Good morning children. All are doing good at home? Staying safe and healthy? Got it? Okay. Now today we are going to start your new chapter or your last chapter of your term 1. Right? That is shapes and patterns. Already you learned shapes in your previous classes children. What are those? You learned about square, rectangle, triangle, circle. Am I right? So you have two shapes, like two different shapes, plain one and the solid shapes. Already you learned like triangle has 3 sides, square has 4 sides and rectangle has 4 sides. In square all sides are equal, in rectangle opposite sides are equal. So this is what you learned in the normal shapes. But here today we are going to deal with the solid shapes. So what are those solid shapes? You have cube. What is that? Cube. Then cuboid. Cuboid. Then cylinder. Cylinder. Then cone. And this is sphere. These are the solid shapes. These shapes are called as the solid shapes. Now see, we have a cube. Okay, cube, if you see, cube is formed generally by squares. Cube is formed by group of squares. Got it? And it has sides, it has faces and it has corners also. Okay, now see, this is one side. This is one side. This is also called as side or edge. What do you call this as? Side or edge. Side or edge mean both are same. You can call it as either side or edge. This is called as the side. And these are called as the corners. These are called as the corners. Like the point where two edges are joining. The point where two edges are joining is called as the corner. Got it children? So the point where two edges meet each other is nothing but corner. And face. What do you mean by face? This part is called as the face. The closed part. The closed part formed by these 4 lines. Closed part formed by these 4 lines is called as the face. See, this is face. Got it? The closed part that is formed with these 4 sides is nothing but the face. So these are the 3 parts a solid shape has. What are those? This is edge or side. When 2 sides meet at one point, 2 sides or 2 edges join at one point, that point is called as the corner. What do you call that point as? Corner. And the closed area formed with these 4 lines. Closed area formed with these 4 lines is nothing but face. Got it children? Now cuboid, everything they have sides, faces and corners. Now let us count how many faces does a cube has. Now this is one face, this is one face, 1, 2, this is another face, 3, this is another face, 4, the back side face, 5, the layer, the down part is also a face. How many faces it has? 6. The cube has how many faces? 6. Got it children? The upper layer 1, the back side layer 2, the down layer 3, the side layer 4, this side layer 5 and this side layer 6. Got it children? Then how many corners it has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many corners it has? 8 corners. And how many edges or sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many edges it has? 12 edges. Similarly, for cuboid also. Now, cuboid is formed by rectangles. If you find the face of the cuboid, I said the face is nothing but the closed area that is formed with the 4 lines. Okay, the face of a cube is square. The face of a cuboid is rectangle. Got it, children? The face of a cube is square. The face of a cuboid is rectangle. Similarly, as cube, it has 6. What is that? 6 faces, 8 corners, and 12 edges. Similar like a cube or a cuboid is also having 6 faces, 8 corners and 12 edges. That is cube and cuboid. Then coming to cylinder. Now cylinder is formed by curved surfaces. Cylinder is formed by the curved surfaces. So how many curved surfaces does a cylinder have? 1, 2. Cylinder has 2 curved edges. 1 curved edge, 2 curved edge. Okay, so cylinder has 2 curved edges and 1 curved face. Okay, children. Then coming to your cone. This is your cone. Generally, cone is nothing but inverted triangle. Inverted triangle is nothing but the cone. Now, cone has plane surface. Plane surface is nothing but this is your plane surface. That is your plane surface and curved surface. It has plane surface, curved surface and 1 corner. Plane surface 1, curved surface 1 and 1 corner. Then coming to sphere. Sphere is different from circle, children. Circle, you can take an example of bangle. Circle is nothing but a bangle. Sphere, you can take an example of ball. If you hold ball and bangle, you can find the difference between a sphere and the bangle. And sphere has only the curved surface. There are no corners, there are no edges for the sphere. Got it? So this is about your solid shape. So what are those solid shapes? Cube, cuboid, cylinder, cone and sphere. Okay, now cube has how many faces? Cube has 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 corners. Similarly, cuboid has 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 corners. Coming to sphere, it has only 1 curved surface. There are no edges and there are no corners since it is a complete curve. And coming to your cone, it has 1 plane surface, 1 curved surface. 1 plane surface, 1 curved surface and 1 corner. Got it? Next, coming to your cylinder, it has 2 plane surfaces. The upper part and the lower part. And it has curved edges too. It has 2 curved edges. Got it, children? So this is about your solid shapes. Okay. Coming to your next one. Patterns. What do you mean by patterns? So patterns are nothing but the designs. Patterns are nothing but the designs. There will be one set of design followed. Then if you have one set of designs followed, that is called as the pattern. What do you call as the pattern, children? There is one particular design that will be repeated for a particular time. Suppose I have pattern is a particular design. Pattern is a particular design that is repeated in a particular way. Suppose if I say I'm drawing, look at this, what I am doing, children, just look at the board and observe. Now this is a pattern. What I am doing, I am doing one design sort of a thing. So first I have drawn 2 triangles. then I did one circle, then I did one, again I did two triangles. Now I am following one pattern, one design. Two triangles, one circle, two triangles, one circle, again two triangles, one circle. This is one pattern. So I have followed one design. See, two triangles, one circle, two triangles, one circle, two triangles, again one circle. This is called as the pattern. Now let us take another example. Square, triangle, circle. Again, square, triangle, circle. Square, triangle, circle. This is one pattern. What I am doing, I have used only these three shapes. Square, triangle, circle. Square, triangle, circle. This is one pattern. Got it, children? So pattern is nothing but it's a design that is repeated in a particular manner. Next, let us take a ball. Leaf. Now, after these two balls, see children, two balls, one leaf, two balls, one leaf, two balls. Now, what do I get in the blank? Leaf. We have followed one pattern over here. Got it? So, this is about your chapter patterns and shapes. Got it, children? Next, you have roll or slide. In your daily life, you have few objects that rolls and few objects that slide. For example, you have a slide in your school, right? So, slide is a standing surface. If you take a ball, you have thrown a ball on the slide. What happens? It rolls. But when you are climbing or when you are playing a slide, will you roll on the slide? No. What you will do? You will simply slide on the slide. That is the difference. Rolling is different and slide is different, children. So generally the curved surfaces will roll, and apart from the curved surfaces, those are formed by this standing, sleeping and slanting lines, they slide. So the objects that are in the curved shape, they roll, and the objects formed by slanting, standing, sleeping lines, they slide. That is the difference between the rolling and sliding. And in your daily life, you have so many examples related to your cube, cuboid, sphere, cone and the cylinder. So what you are going to do, take out a chart, divide the chart into four parts. Divide the chart into four parts. On one part, you paste all the objects that resemble cube. And other part, you paste all the objects that resemble cuboid. And on one part, sphere. On the other part, cone and cylinder. Got it, children? This is the work what you are going to do it on this shapes. And for the patterns, I will be uploading you few worksheets. You can practice those patterns in the given worksheets. Hope you understood this concept, children. Very simple and easiest chapter in your term 1. Now with this, we have completed your term 1 syllabus. Okay, children, hope you understood this concept. Thank you.